What's up, North County? I'm your host, Randy Doty, and today we are talking junk. We are talking junk removal with Robert with Longhorn Junk Removal Services. Welcome.
Good morning, Randy.
Yeah, man. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a pastoral native. I've been pretty much here all my life. My grandmother was born and raised on Camp Roberts Ranch, and when my grandfather was stationed there for World War II, that's how they met, and
Wow.
they got married at Mission San Miguel when he made it back from the war, and my family's been here for a very long time. So
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what made you start a junk removal business?
Well, I just, throughout the years, I've known a lot of people and they need help stuff getting moved out or thrown away. And it just kind of just came up with the idea, and it, people like it. There's a lot of businesses of these junk places out there, but you think there would be too many already, but there's not. I mean, the people like to get rid of stuff, but I'm not just junk removal. We do a lot of different things, so it keeps us pretty busy.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about some of the other stuff you do.
Well, right now it's mowing season, so one of our main things right now is weed abatement. So we're doing a lot of weed abatement, mowing, tree trimming, getting trees lifted off the ground, because you don't want to give fire a reason to stick around.
All right.
Get your trees pruned up at least 6 feet, get your weeds cut low to the ground, and when fire comes through, God willing it doesn't, but just let it go on through and don't let it stick around and ignite trees, and pine trees especially. So,
Right.
Yep.
And you've got let's step back a little bit, because you kind of started this like about a year ago, right?
Roughly, yeah.
And then we had the massive storms, during the first part of this year.
Mm-hmm.
And you were part of that crew that got locked down on the other side of the lake.
Out in Reindeer Ranch, yes. We were a part of the Chimney Rock Road washout.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you were doing, look at that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's super crazy.
That's the second time it happened. It happened in January too.
Wow.
And they had it repaired in 3 days. But
That is a
March,
drop.
Yeah, March 9th, that's the outcome of March 9th right there. It was pretty bad.
But what's cool about this is, you jumped in and you were, hauling back supplies. I think we have a picture of you, like you got, hay bales, in the boat.
Yep.
And that, right there, and you're going back and forth, and you're taking these to the people over there that were basically landlocked, on the other side of the lake and had no avenue for these supplies.
Right. So a lot of folks don't know this, but there's a lime mine back there just past where we're at, and there's families that live back there. The first day I made 6 trips across the lake and got all of them evacuated out. And then it turned into, my name got out there and I was picking up hay bales, fuel, food. People were calling in their orders at Albertsons, and we were picking them up, and because my in-laws left us the vehicle at the main marina at Nacimiento, so we had a way to get to town. So we were picking up grocery orders, feed, hay, pet food. It got pretty tiring, but and then shortly after I was doing it, then a couple other people that live out there, or one person, he launched his pontoon boat and started giving me a couple of days off here and there. We started switching, and it was quite a deal.
And then you guys made and built a pulley.
Yep.
Going across the washout.
Yep.
And what was the purpose for that?
So me and my buddy Chuck Cotting,
Yeah, right there.
he's well known around the area too. He lives out there. And we just wanted a way, if someone needed something right away, like medications, or just a necessity, or what an important package. Mm-hmm. Instead of getting the boat in the water and going all the way across the lake, they can just drive to that washout and put whatever they want in that basket and pull it across. And there's a couple elderly people out there that needed some medication right away, and that they needed that after we built that, and it worked out perfect. People were using it.
Wow. And how long did that stay up?
Until they started working on the bridge project, the temporary bridge, and the crew took it down. So
Wow.
yeah,
Dude.
well, no, actually, I'm sorry. After the temporary road was finished, then they took all that down.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
And that was you just jumped on. I mean, nobody really said, hey, we're going to do this. You just said, hey, this is a need that's needed.
Yeah.
And so you and your buddy jumped on board and just made it happen.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's really cool.
It's the best we could to keep people going out there. You know, I mean, people couldn't get the propane trucks couldn't get out. Nothing. You know, nothing can get out there.
That was like 2 or 3 months, wasn't that?
Yes, almost 2 months.
So for 2 months, people, I mean, weren't leaving. They had unless they had a boat, I guess.
Yeah. But nobody was launching their boats because of all the debris in the lake. That was one of the main things. You know, there was so much debris in that lake. It was unreal. You know, and I was pretty much raised in that lake, you know, and I've never seen it that bad before. It was pretty bad.
And you did, like right here at the main marina, you did all this cleanup. Because I remember going over there in January, the end of January. That was during the first storms, big storms. And it looked like a whole forest had come down and washed onto the shoreline.
Yeah, so during our boat shuttling, getting boats back and forth, I met the marina manager, Rich, and I just gave one of my cards and said, hey, man, if you ever need anything, let me know. Because I used to work for the lakes, you know, so I kind of very familiar with them. And he remembered me and he called me and said, hey, we need some help out here. You know, I'm short-staffed and Memorial Day's coming up and we need some help getting this shoreline cleaned up. And we went out there and we got it cleaned up in 2 days.
And I mean, that was a lot. I mean, and when I say a lot, I mean, I can't express the word enough, because I mean, it wasn't just like little twigs, it wasn't just like little branches. I mean, you had full trees, you know, stumps. I mean, 30-foot long tree trunks that was on the shore, and I'm thinking to myself, going, holy crap, where does this come from?
Yeah, well, and some of this stuff I believe is still from the chimney fire. You know, it's still
the down trees.
Yeah, and you know, because there was a lot of burned bark, little tiny chips in the water, you know, and this was a major storm, and it brought down a lot of trees from the mountains, you know, and just wiped them on down. I mean, just our road washout, we saw just whole trees come on down the creek as we were standing there, you know, and it was pretty amazing.
What do you think they're doing to, I mean, obviously we're projecting to have another, you know, wicked winter. And so that washout, you said this happens more frequently during like big storms. Obviously we haven't had a big storm like that in a long time. Are they doing anything more permanent? Well,
they just finished assembling the temporary bridge. The county, I guess, is working on a permanent solution.
Okay.
But because the temporary road goes down below almost to water level, you know, and just to get people back and forth. But the temporary bridge will hold, you know, next storm. And the construction crew that went out there and started making the road down there and stuff, they put huge boulders on both sides to hold the banks up, you know, and so hoping in a few years we'll have a permanent solution. But I think it's good to go now, and the same thing happened again. But mind you, when this happened in January, that construction crew did an amazing job. Did great, had it done in 3 days so we can get in and out of there. But it was pouring down rain. You know, they were bringing that material from Cayucas, I believe. And we're talking a few hundred trucks around the clock.
That was a deep canyon.
Oh, yeah. And so they had, you know, and it was pouring down rain. They're bringing it wet. Just from hauling it, got wet. And, it, you know, it lasted. But that March 9th storm was nothing to mess with either. I mean, that was a lot of water.
Yeah.
You know, and it was horrible. I mean, and we watched it happen. Like when it happened in January, I always like to drive up across the road, because when that water's coming down that creek into the lake, we knew we're getting some water. And then I saw some light between the top of the pipes and the bottom of the dirt. And then the asphalt was no more than 12 feet above that. And so I called 911 right there. Well, that's, you know, it was scary. So and they said, well, we have so many other calls going right now. And I said, listen, you guys need to get out here and shut this road down. So these lime trucks are coming out here weighing 80,000 pounds plus, and something bad's going to happen. So
unfortunately, nothing did, right?
No, you know, and they were able to shut it down before something bad happened, you know, but it was scary.
Man, so Longhorn Junk Removal is like a modern day superhero, right?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you jumped in and you took care of business. I mean, that's pretty cool. I'm sure those people were really appreciative, of somebody doing that. So, so tell me a little bit about your normal services. So your normal services are the junk removal, but you also have the mowing. I mean, you've done some, home gutted out, some homes, some abandoned homes.
Yeah, there was a big property at the lake before where I live, and it was just the husband had passed away, and the wife got moved to Atascadero, and they just let that no one went out there for years, and she had me go out there and check it out, and it was a big job. But we cleaned up, yeah, we clean. Not only just haul stuff away, but we'll clean everything out, but we do road grading. We'll fix roads, like after the rain, the ruts and the squirrel holes. We'll go out there and lay new DG down. I have a mini excavator. We'll go out there and clean culverts. We clean up fallen tree debris, cut up wood, pretty much anything. Just give us a call.
And you got all the equipment to do all these.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So really, you're kind of a jack of all trades. It's not just junk removal. There's many facets to your business operations.
Right, and that's why I just didn't want to start a junk removal company, because I'm well rounded. So I wanted to offer most of my services and everything we do in the same business, so we can help out people.
And are you primarily just focusing on kind of North County, Northern Paso Robles, San Luis County areas, or are you going anywhere? I'll
go anywhere and travel for people. I already have. A lot of people have properties that have property here, and they've asked me to go do some land clearing and stuff like that. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So how does somebody get in touch with you?
My cell is 805-534-4060. I have an email. It's kubota_man@yahoo.com. Email me if you don't have phone services or whatever, and we'll go out there and give you a free estimate, and we'll be happy to help.
And you're also on Facebook, correct?
Yes, I am.
So they can look
Longhorn Junk Removal. Yeah.
Longhorn Junk Removal on Facebook, which they can see some of the jobs that you've done in the past, and more importantly, that wicked tear out of that abandoned home too. Right. That was pretty nasty.
So one thing we're gonna start doing, maybe once a month, maybe twice a month, is people can nominate an elderly couple or person or a veteran who cannot take care of their weeds themselves. And if their weeds are just getting out of hand, I'm going to offer a free service once or twice a month to a veteran or elderly person who needs help.
Oh, that's awesome.
I want to go help them out because we want the people to be safe and just take care of them.
Oh, very cool, dude. Good job.
Thank you.
Well, like I said, man, you're a pioneer of the new era of junk removals. So great job, and I'm glad to hear that your business is taking off, and I'm sure all the people across the lakes were very appreciative of your services during all these big storms. So
yes,
we'll try to definitely get some people calling you.
Well, thank you, Randy.
Awesome. Yeah. Robert,
thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yep. Really appreciate it. And see what we can do here for you.
Thank you, sir.
Well, there you have it, guys. Make sure if you need Longhorn Junk Removal services, you give them a call, 805-534-4060. And there's not a job too small or too big they can't handle. But guys, we can't do this without you, and we'd like to thank our sponsors, Escalar Wines, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Rancho Atascadero Meat Cutting, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, Story Termite Pest Control, El Red Rooster, Pacific 805 Spas, Airflow Filter Services, Kennedy Club Fitness, Paso Robles Furniture, Amy and Jamie's Place, and 5-Star Rain Gutters, guys. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations: Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.
We don't just serve it up, we roast it, distill it, brew it, craft it, crank it, bake it, make it, perfect it, cure it, paint it, live it, breathe it, and then we serve it up, all in Atascadero.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers.